Hey there, my friends. I hope that all of you are having a great day. I am working on a flow pocket this morning. I'm going to take out one of the flow pockets. You know, they come 9 on a sheet. They are the trading card pockets. And we're just going to see what we can do with just one pocket. Now, this was a super stuffed pocket, my friends. So let's see what we have in here. We have some buttons. We have an image, an art trading coin blank, an art trading card, another art trading coin blank, another card, another art trading coin blank, and some sheet music, as well as some vintage text from the Bobbsey twins. We also have some border pieces and napkin pieces to play with, as well as a fabric swatch from Miss Gail. So we're just going to see what we can do with this. I also want to let you guys know a couple of things. I am leaving town for a week. I will be back on November the 1st, but this time I am not closing my Etsy shop. Just showing you what I'm using here. I'm using a tiny bit of Mod Podge, a little glue stick, and a little bit of Eileen's tacky glue. Etsy shop's going to be open. Postage will be delayed. My last big order of Etsy things is going out today. I'm getting ready to go to the post office after I get this voiceover completed. You know, if you purchase anything, and I do have journals and all kinds of things in the shop right at the moment, so just be aware that there will be a delay in getting those items to you. I will be, while I am away, I will be making more flow pockets, and they'll be interesting because I'll be in a different location. And probably picking up different things to work with, even though I packed 2 flow journals chock full of things to work with. So, you know, another joy of having a flow journal, my friends, is you've got instant ephemera and instant embellishments and instant opportunities to create art. So, you know, flow journals are awesome. I'm taking 2 with me that are literally stuffed. I'll show those to you guys probably in a video. The next time I'll probably be doing a video is maybe Wednesday. I do have a bit of a setup challenge where I am, because I will be using a small tripod. I've never used a small tripod before, so we'll see how it works. On this first art trading coin, I am just laying down some vintage text and laying down a bit of a vintage hymnal that I picked up at a churchyard sale. Now, my fingers are thinking about what to put on this ATC. Basically, what I did, you guys, is I took out my surfaces, my ATC blanks and my art trading coin blanks, and just kind of set them to the left. And then I put all of my creative elements, you know, kind of to the right. And my mission here is to you know, finish the, put a background basically on all of my surfaces over here. So that's what I'm doing here with the tissue paper from a napkin. You know, I like that layered effect on there. Other things to tell you guys about. I have relaunched my Patreon site. Right now I'm sticking with my physical rewards. So you can, I'll put a link in the description box below, so you can go to my Patreon site and you can see the different tiers that I have set up and the actual physical rewards for each tier. I am working on, I'm not doing anything digital right now, like, you know, digital collage sheets or anything like that, simply because I have a bit of a learning curve. I hope that in the next week while I'm away, I'm going to be able to figure out some Patreon you know, administrative kind of things. This is a cute tag. It says nice. And the kitty is 1953 We Look and See reader. So he was cut from the cover of an old reader, and I just think he's super cool. Nothing digital quite yet. I will be adding content. As most of you guys know, I'm a writer, and that's what I kind of do as part of my business, is write biographies and write press releases and content for websites and things like that. So I will be adding content. I'll be adding a blog at my Patreon site, and also adding like just a look at the things that I create daily. And then I think I'm just going to do like a once a week thing. You know, Mike Deacon does that awesome thing called The Week That Was. Leanne over at Creatively Free to Be Me does the best video each week called Creative Week, and I love that. Mine, I'm not sure what I'm going to call it yet, but it will be something like that, and it will be an exclusive thing that for my Patreon peeps. I want to do something with this, but the idea is just not quite there. But at the end of this video, you guys, you will see a collection of everything that I did with the elements in this one flow pocket. Not the whole pocket, just a, gosh, what would you call that? An individual pocket. There we go. An individual pocket. Still laying down some, you know, that idea with the swatch just wasn't coming together, so I just pushed it to the side. I like flow. I like to do things very quickly. I like being able to get a project done. My friends are mosaic artists, and they're such wonderful artists, but oh my gosh, like a piece is going to take days or weeks to finish, and I'm like, oh, I can't do that. I can't think that far ahead. There's a great episode of The Big Bang Theory. That's the one where Amy is trying to teach Sheldon to not have to complete things, and it drives Sheldon crazy. So Amy bakes him a birthday cake, and she puts all these candles on it, and she sings happy birthday to him, and then she won't let him blow out the candles. You know, it's and that's how I feel. I got to get it complete, and it's got to be done, you know, in a day. Of course, journals take a whole lot longer than a day to put together, but still, I don't think it can be something that's going to take, you know, like my mosaic artist, like a week or something. I just can't do that. Okay, so we've done the Patreon. We've talked about Etsy. My travels, I will be traveling to my sister's house, which is something I usually do this time of year. She and her fella is usually not on tour this time of year, so they usually plan a trip. And this one is a very extensive trip, so I am going down to hang with my nieces, and I'm very excited about that. I love my nieces, and I just really don't get to see a lot of them, and I just love them so much. And my older niece is moving into a new loft apartment, so I'm very excited about seeing that. And my younger niece is getting married. So as auntie of the bride, I will be addressing wedding invitations. What a happy thing that is for her wedding in the spring. So I'm very excited about my trip. And I love to hang at my sister's house. It's a very quiet, peaceful environment, and I just really do enjoy it. I usually set up a little art space at her kitchen table, which is awesome because it overlooks a wooded area. It's just very nice and peaceful. I love this image, you guys, of this little girl. I think she's so cute. And I had a little chippy bit. You know, never discount your chippy bits, my friends. Always use them as part of your embellishments or as part of your layering on your projects. And yeah, we've just dipped our fingers into the Mod Podge. I don't know what happened to me using the brush, but we've seen that happen before, haven't we? I really love her. I think she's just really, really cute. Of course, okay, so this is what I've gotten done so far. We've gotten the kitty cat ATC and the little girl art trading card. And then, let's see what I do. Okay, so I'm trimming this one up. So you kind of see the logic in doing your backgrounds first on your art trading cards or your art trading coins, whichever you're working on. I did have a piece of text that said something, a piece of vintage text, so I think I'm going to use that as my word element on this art trading coin. Going slow this morning, my friends. It's early and my fingers are not quite where they need to be. And it's darn cold here. 34 last night. It's incredible. I am still trying to use this swatch, still thinking about it. I love these fabrics that Gail chooses for us. Yay. I know how to sew now. I got my 1941 Kenmore sewing machine set up, and I sewed my first stitches last week, but I kept having this looping problem on the bottom of my stitching, and I was like, that's not right. So I asked my mom about it, and she said, that might be your bobbin. And then I asked someone else, and they said, I think that's your top threading. So I went back to my YouTube tutorial that I had found about how to thread my Kenmore, and discovered that I did have the thread in the wrong place in a couple of places. So I was absolutely overjoyed, my friends, to be able to sew, and I sewed some fabric, and then I sewed some paper. I cannot wait to get back from my little trip so I can do a bunch more sewing. I'm so excited. I'm an old so-and-so. Ha ha ha. So we finished our ATC. Sorry, that's my fuzzy robe right there. We are about to finish up because I am out of time on my camera, but stay tuned. There's a wrap-up video. Hey there, guys. I wanted to show you how my little flow pocket projects worked out. I still have some chippy bits, and out of the chippy bits, I kept the word snap. I really do like that. This is from the Bobbsey twins, the 1950s-ish book that I gleaned from my friend Joyce when she passed away. I had these pieces of sheet music left. Don't pay any attention to that. I deconstructed the, let me see if I can find one for us up here. I deconstructed this fabric swatch that our precious friend Gail makes, and kind of turned the fabric into this. I took the embroidery floss off and used it to sew these things together. So I think that made a nice little ATC or tag or whatever. I'll probably send this to my mom because she loves the song Amazing Grace. This is also a vintage button that I sewed onto here. I love hand sewing. I can't really describe it. To me, it's almost like a meditation. And of course, we had our 1953 We Look and See reader that I cut the kitty cat from the cover of that reader. Again, this was in the flow pocket, this was in the flow pocket, this was in the flow pocket. So you can see that this little card turned out really good. I like the little kitty cat. I made an art trading coin. Just, again, deconstructed that tag and used some fabric. You guys will always have fabric in the pockets of your flow pocket arrangement. We don't put fabric in every single pocket, but you will have fabric to work with. Again, just kind of deconstructed Gail's beautiful swatch and sewed a vintage ribbon onto here. Vintage papers, of course, all around here. This is a vintage hymnal, and turned this into a tag. I am not finished with this, but remember this was just from one pocket, so I'll figure out how to finish this little ATC. I love the way my little girl turned out. She's a girl from a good home, and she's got a little bit of sheet music here. This was just a clipping from a magazine that was set onto an ATC. And then last, but certainly not least, the little art trading coin that I made that says, "Heaven, my heart overflows." And I thought that the border strip here really reminded me of waves, and waves remind me of flow, and flow reminds me of overflow. So there we go, my friends. Now these items were made from one pocket of our flow pocket arrangements, and I just think they're a lot of fun, you guys. Thank you for supporting my crazy idea, and I will have more flow pockets in the shop later on this week. I'll do a video and let you guys know. I already did a video and let you guys know what was going on. Okay, take care, have a great day, talk to you soon, bye.